You're listening to the Everything Jewish 10 Minutes at a Time podcast, where you'll learn about every Jewish topic imaginable in about 10 minutes. Today's topic is the Arab-Israeli conflict. Before we begin, a quick apology about my Hebrew pronunciation. If something sounds a little crooked, like a bagel that tried to become a pretzel halfway through baking, remember the history is real, but the voice delivering it is an AI voice. Somewhere a Hebrew teacher is sighing and quietly correcting my vowels. Now let's talk about one of the most complicated and emotionally charged conflicts in modern history. The Arab-Israeli conflict refers to the long political, territorial, and national struggle involving the State of Israel and various Arab states and Palestinian groups. It includes wars, diplomacy, cultural disagreements, and competing national narratives. Think of it less like a simple sports rivalry and more like a decades-long drama with many characters, plot twists, and historical layers. To understand it, we need to start by traveling back more than a century. There are so many viewpoints of the conflict that no matter what I say, some group isn't going to like my take on it. I'm going to try to be as balanced as neutral as I can. And because of that, everyone on all sides of the issue will probably hate this episode. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, nationalism was spreading across Europe and the Middle East. Nationalism is the idea that a people who share language, culture, or history should have their own political homeland. Jewish nationalism developed into the movement called Zionism, which argued that Jews should establish a national home in the historical land of Israel. At the same time, Arab nationalism was emerging across the Middle East as people sought independence from declining empires. Imagine two groups forming their own fan clubs for the same stadium long before the championship game begins. During this period, the region was part of the Ottoman Empire. Jewish immigration to the land increased gradually, while local Arab communities had lived there for centuries. These developments created overlapping national aspirations that would later collide politically and territorially. After World War I, the Ottoman Empire collapsed and the region came under British administration, known as the British Mandate for Palestine. During this time, tensions grew between Jewish and Arab communities. Jewish immigration increased, especially as Jews fled persecution in Europe. Arab residents worried about losing political control of the land and protested against British policies and Jewish immigration. Britain attempted several plans to manage the conflict, including proposals to divide the territory into separate states. Imagine a landlord trying to divide one complicated apartment between roommates who both believe they have the strongest claim to the space. These tensions gradually intensified throughout the 1930s and 1940s, especially as global events such as the rise of Nazi Germany increased pressure for a Jewish refuge. In 1947, the United Nations proposed a partition plan that would divide the territory into two states, one Jewish and one Arab, with Jerusalem under international administration. Jewish leaders generally accepted the plan despite concerns about borders. Many Arab leaders rejected it, arguing it unfairly allocated land and ignored the wishes of the Arab majority living there at the time. Conflict soon escalated into violence between communities. In 1948, Israel declared independence. Neighboring Arab countries, including Egypt, Jordan, Syria, and Iraq, sent military forces into the region. The war that followed became the first Arab-Israeli war. When the fighting ended in 1949, Israel controlled more territory than originally proposed in the UN plan, while hundreds of thousands of Palestinians became refugees. Over the following decades, the conflict expanded into a series of wars and political confrontations. Major conflicts occurred in 1956, 1967, and 1973. Each war reshaped borders and political realities. The 1967 war, often called the Six-Day War, dramatically changed the map. Israel captured the West Bank, Gaza Strip, Sinai Peninsula, and Golan Heights. These territories became central issues in later negotiations and disagreements. Imagine a chessboard where one move suddenly rearranges half the pieces and everyone argues about how the next round should begin. The control of these territories raised questions about security, sovereignty, and the rights of the people living there, especially Palestinians seeking their own national state. At the same time, Palestinian political movements gained prominence. The Palestine Liberation Organization emerged as a major representative body advocating Palestinian national goals. Some factions pursued diplomacy while others used armed struggle, leading to cycles of violence that affected civilians on all sides. Over time, international diplomacy attempted to address these issues through negotiations and peace initiatives. One significant moment occurred in 1979 when Egypt and Israel signed a peace treaty, the first agreement between Israel and an Arab state. Egypt regained the Sinai Peninsula while establishing diplomatic relations with Israel.
Hey guys, finding the perfect gift for the food lover in your life is easy, thanks to Goldbelly. Goldbelly ships America's most iconic foods, straight from world-famous restaurants right to your door. So if you want to treat someone to Joe's Stone Crab from Miami, Franklin Barbecue from Texas, or desserts from famous foodies like Ina Garten or Martha Stewart, Goldbelly has you covered. Just go to goldbelly.com and for a limited time, get 20% off your first order with promo code GIFT. That's promo code GIFT.
Fuel your hustle with protein-packed, flavor-stacked Roller Bites. These compact handheld snacks deliver bold taste and real protein, so you can stay full, focused, and moving. No mess, no slowdown. Big flavor, clean fuel, and the kind of bite that just works. From long days to late nights, Roller Bites are ready when you need them in flavors like Tequila Lime, Monterey Jack, and Buffalo Ranch. Grab them in your nearest convenience store or catch them on tour. Visit rollerbites.com for dates, locations, and more.
Close your eyes, exhale, feel your body relax, and let go of whatever you're carrying today.
Well, I'm letting go of the worry that I wouldn't get my new contacts in time for this class. I got them delivered free from 1-800-CONTACTS. Oh my gosh, they're so fast.
And breathe.
Oh, sorry. I almost couldn't breathe when I saw the discount they gave me on my first order. Oh, sorry. Namaste.
Visit 1-800-CONTACTS.com today to save on your first order.
1-800-CONTACTS. That treaty demonstrated that negotiated agreements were possible even after years of hostility. In the 1990s, the Oslo Accords attempted to create a framework for resolving the Israeli-Palestinian aspect of the conflict. These agreements established limited Palestinian self-government in parts of the West Bank and Gaza and created the Palestinian Authority. Supporters hoped gradual cooperation might lead to a final peace agreement addressing major issues such as borders, refugees, settlements, and Jerusalem. However, negotiations proved difficult and periods of violence, including uprisings known as intifadas, interrupted the process. Political changes on both sides also complicated the situation. Imagine trying to solve a puzzle while new pieces keep appearing and some of the original pieces keep shifting position. Today, the Arab-Israeli conflict includes multiple dimensions. It involves security concerns, national identity, historical memory, and political sovereignty. Israel has signed peace treaties with several Arab states, including Jordan, and more recently established diplomatic relations with additional countries through agreements sometimes called normalization accords. At the same time, the Israeli-Palestinian dispute remains unresolved. Issues such as borders, settlements, refugees, and the status of Jerusalem continue to be debated in international forums and negotiations. People across the region hold deeply rooted perspectives shaped by history, the culture, and personal experience. Understanding this conflict requires recognizing that different communities remember the same events in very different ways. Israelis often focus on security and survival after centuries of persecution culminating in the Holocaust. Palestinians often emphasize displacement, loss of homeland, and the experience of living without an independent state. These perspectives influence political positions, public opinion, and diplomatic strategies. Imagine two people reading the same history book, but highlighting completely different passages. Each narrative reflects genuine experiences that shape how individuals interpret current events. So the Arab-Israeli conflict is not just a political disagreement, but a complex story involving history, identity, and competing national dreams. Like a long-running series with many seasons, the story continues to evolve with new developments and negotiations. Understanding the background helps explain why solutions are difficult, yet continually pursued. Thank you for listening to the Everything Jewish 10 Minutes at a Time podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend who might like it, or leave a positive review so others can find the podcast. And if you are listening on YouTube, be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform to get new episodes delivered early and for special bonus episodes.